Good evening and welcome to episode, I believe this would be number 3 of the A.B.C. Golf YouTube channel. We are playing another league night tonight. Buck and I are competing against Jaron McLaren and Canton Woods. Jaron's normal partner would be Jim Talley, but he had to find a substitute tonight. Sorry, we have some squirrels that are trying to throw nuts at us from the trees.
It's 2 weeks in a row we about got hit with something on our intro, so this is awesome.
Yes. Anyway, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty. We don't have all the cameras this time. We just have our phones, so you'll see the shot tracers, and hopefully we'll do a few recaps. But we don't have all of our volunteers to help us tonight. And maybe the C of ABC Golf might have, left the camera in the hands of some questionable characters, so...
hopefully he will at least get some video of some decent shots. He now has Shot Tracer on his phone, so it'd be interesting so you guys can see some of his shots that he has in his bag. But he seems like he's pretty lazy and doesn't want to do anything anymore, so it might just be AB Golf by the end of this. But anyway, I'd like to give you an update on my non-putting stroke practice, or non-putting practice.
Yeah, how's that going?
I feel like it's going really well. Played in a scramble on Saturday. We were going to try to get some film. Did not work, but I putted pretty well. I'm enjoying it. I still tend to, every once in a while, take that putting, my practice stroke, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not doing that anymore. And, but I'm
it's a hard habit.
It is, and I'm getting comfortable with it. The other thing I would like to mention, Austin and I were talking about, I've bought these TaylorMade TP5s. And I play the TP5Xs, and I don't like them. The distances are way shorter. I don't know if anybody else, if you played these, compare them to a Pro V1, and let us know on the comments and see if you guys have seen that. Because I mean, I'd like to know.
Significantly shorter with these golf balls.
It's crazy, like almost a club and a half shorter while I was coming up on Saturday, and my driver's like way short, like 30, 40 yards shorter.
Yeah.
So I want to know if anybody else is getting that. So
anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
34 yards.
So we picked things up here on number 11. This is my second shot. We didn't get Buck's second shot, then the tees were moved up, so it was a pretty easy hole. I think we both end up making a par here. Pretty sure we made par. I might have made birdie. I don't know. This is a little bit ago.
Hole 12, T-ball. Austin's got driver.
For those of you who have never played the Excelsior Springs Golf Course, hole number 12 is a split fairway. I personally think driver is the play, and where I hit that ball is not bad at all. That's kind of ideal. There's a big tree. Big tree on the right, which Buck just referenced.
The Buck Byers, hole number 12, T-ball.
Buck is normally a layup guy here. You can lay up with like 180 and have 120 in, or you can hit driver and have like maybe 50 or 40 in.
Yeah, keep hooking.
Just didn't hook enough for him.
Oh. All right, this is Buck's second shot on number 12. He's got a little difficult punch shot here. The green is right up there. It's not horrible. Got 65 yards. Looking at my little cheat sheet here. I got to keep it under this frame.
So I'm looking at a little cheat sheet that I have on my clubs that helps me with some yardages and some different swings because I don't really play or practice enough. As Buck said, I've got 65 yards into the green here. I've got to kind of punch it under this little tree. I don't do a very good job. I think I leave this just on the front of the green. I end up two-putting to make par, which we forgot to film, so this is playing about 170. It shoots 183. That's a 7-iron for me, kind of down the hill. I swung way harder than what I should have here. I don't know what I was thinking. This is going to come up about 10 yards past the pin. We all end up going deep here.
Nice smooth swing here from the kid.
And then, again, everybody's deep, so we're kind of chipping on. And I end up two putting, I believe. I think Buck gets up and down for bogey. I make bogey. So at this point, I'm 1 over par. Buck's 2 over par.
149. Buck, what club you got? 9 iron for Bucky.
I feel like I gotta hit this pretty good.
Buck and I are about the same in iron distances. So he hits the 9 iron here. I also hit a 9 iron. The pin's on the front of this green. This green's kind of like a narrow kidney bean with a lot of undulation.
14.
Not sure why I had to like slow-mo into that, but this is a 9 iron also. Again, being 1 over par, trying to make something happen. Just don't hit it good enough. And as we'll talk about here after the next hole, I made a 2-putt. I think Buck made a bogey, so I remain at 1 over par, and Buck remains at 2 over par. No, Buck goes to 3 over par. This is the 15th hole, which is a easily gettable.
Austin's tee shot. He's calling an eagle.
An easily gettable par 5. You're gonna have like 170 in if you hit a good drive. So that's what I was hoping to do here, and as you will see, boop, I did.
And that's well on the way.
That might have been the only good tee ball that I hit all night. Like I said earlier, as you guys will see later in the video, this was a difficult night for Buck and I.
Here we go. Bucky's second shot on number 15. He's got about, what, 220?
204.
204.
Playing 220.
Green's just right up there.
Yeah, the dead tree that you can kind of see just to the right of his head, like about an inch right of his head on the screen. Yeah, kind of right where that ball started. That's actually, he hit a good shot. I don't know why he's kind of looking at it like he doesn't like it. I have 180 yards, but it's up the hill. You can't really tell in this video, but it's actually quite a bit uphill, so your weight's on your back foot. So I thought I'd just easy swing a 5, and I blocked the crap out of it. What's new? I really struggle to hit the second shot in on this hole just because of how elevated, or like how much weight is put on your back foot from the stance. Anyway, we had to look for somebody's ball. I don't think it was Buck's. I think it was the other guy's. But I honestly don't know what score Buck even made here. I know that I believe I made a 4, which put me back to even par for the night, I believe.
Just a little summary. We're through, what, 6 holes? Yeah, 6 holes. Math's hard. So, very, very frustrating round. Neither one of our heads are in it. The team we're playing is not really in it either. So this is one of those rounds where I'm just looking to get it over with. I don't know if you guys ever have this, or you're just not in it, your heart's not in it, your head's not in it. Just going through the shots and trying to get it over. I don't know. Do you feel it? Do you feel that way?
Yeah, you can always get like a feel for the group. The feel for the group here is let's just get it over with and go home. I'm ready for dinner. And
I have a fantasy draft tonight. So.
Yeah, it's just, normal golfer night, I guess. It's fun. Like, I enjoy the group, but yeah, I'm kind of like you. I'm ready for it to be over with.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's hard to get mentally back in it. So my goal for the next 3 holes is to get mentally in it. Even though it's not really a match. I mean, the match is pretty much over. But I'm gonna grind the next 3 holes and try to make some good scores. So that's my goal.
Let's get mentally in it.
So this is hole 16 tee shot. As we are trying to get mentally back in it, I decided that I was going to swing pretty hard at this, which here's a lesson for anybody watching out there. If you are trying to get mentally back into your golf game, the last thing you should do is try to swing hard. And I pay the price for this, hitting it into the left tree line, of which I have been in all the entire time that I have been playing in this league. Buck, on the other hand,
16th hole.
Buck takes a much smarter approach, a nice smooth swing, and he is going to get rewarded
Boom.
by hitting a good ball.
Click, fire right down the middle.
71
yards.
So here I am in this left tree line, and I'm going to try to hit this shot that lands up to the left of the green and then kind of bounds down a little hill. I would say I did a pretty good job of visualizing the shot. My commitment to the shot was probably better than what it should have been, and I just didn't get it started far enough left. It kind of came up a little bit short and bounded down the hill.
30 yards for Buck Byers. This is his second shot.
Buck, again, like I said, it was rewarded. He's got a straightaway 30-yard shot, which is a really good drive on this hole.
It's a little too far right.
I did manage to get up and down for my par, which keeps me at level par. Buck got up and down for par, I think, too. As you guys can hear, it's pretty windy. This is the 17th tee.
17, 3-wood.
I did not hit 3-wood. That is clearly a driver. And this is a low shot to keep it under the wind. This is not normally a driver hole for me, but with the wind the way that it is, if you can hit something low, it'll run. Buck's going to try to copy what I just did.
Driver off the tee.
What Buck doesn't know is that sometimes a golfer of his caliber cannot duplicate that. He had a wonderful description there. So yes, if you're watching, it was a top, and now it's a hook.
90 yards. Full lob wedge.
For some reason, the video is going to cut out here. I switched to a 56-degree wedge, and I hit it on the green. And now you will see maybe the worst display of putting that you will see on any of these videos from the A and B of golf. I'm not going to say from the C of golf. I've seen some pretty poor display of putting from him many a times. But I 3-putted for bogey. Back to 1 over par. I still don't know what Buck is over par, but it's a lot. Pushed it out to the right. Eventually on these videos,
On the 18th tee.
we will get both of us to narrate, so Buck can kind of remember some of his round too, because I'm just doing this one off of memory. I do not have the scorecard in front of me. Yep, you heard it. It broke. I think I ended up making par here, which so far has been my worst round of the Scratch League, and we both look to improve as we move ahead in the week. Once again, thank you guys for watching. We greatly appreciate your support, and please be patient with us as we get better and better at not only recording the videos, but editing the videos. We both realize that there are things that we need to improve upon with the videos, especially in the editing department. If anybody knows anybody that likes to edit videos, please reach out to us, because we would be more than happy to work out something with them. One added point that I think is very important from this video is that you can see Buck's frustration. As we talk about midway through the video, there's kind of a lack of effort on both of our parts, but the key takeaway is that you never give up on a round of golf. Even though Buck wasn't playing well, he did, try to regain his mental composure. Obviously, on the last hole, he lost it, and that just goes to show you guys, and Buck would say himself, when you lose that mental composure, bad things are going to happen. So the biggest lesson or takeaway that you can pull from this video is, even though your round of golf is not going how you would like it to go, you can't lose your mental composure, or you can't let it bother you longer than after the shot has happened. Buck and I will talk about this, and Chris later in the podcast episode, which is going to be coming out soon, that how you deal with negative shots and how it impacts the rest of your game. So once again, I don't want to give away too much because you'll be seeing that in future videos, but please like this, share this, and subscribe, because we're doing this for just the average person who wants to get 3 different perspectives on how to play golf. Thanks.